ladies and gents and aliens from outer space. We're here for another episode of Steph's Test Kitchen. Now, after spending all weekend in the kitchen cooking for you all, I'm pretty beat. So today we're going to do something actually pretty easy, but still gourmet. I'm going to show you how to make the most incredible cauliflower pizza combinations using pre-made cauliflower pizza crusts. So stay tuned. So I like to use these cauliflower pizza crusts. I get the plain ones. They have ones that are already pre-made with assorted toppings, but I think it's really fun to be creative and make your own pizza. And since this is all about my twists on recipes, that's what we're gonna do. So the other nice thing about the cauliflower brand is that the plain crusts come to a box. So it's really great for, like, if you have kids and they want to make their own pizzas, you have more than one that you can do. So now we're going to add the toppings. So I've preheated my oven to 450 degrees convection bake because that'll help get the crust nice and crispy. Now I have to tell you a secret. I am terribly allergic to tomatoes in every way, shape, or form. So I will not be using any kind of tomato base for my pizzas. Instead, I just use cheese and a little bit of olive oil. Sometimes I'll do a white sauce, but since this is just going to be a really quick, fun, easy dinner recipe, I'm not going to bother to make a sauce. You could use one out of a jar or a can, I suppose, but I don't have any. So we're just going to do it the simple way. Now, the possibilities for toppings are endless. You could use pepperoni, you can use sausage. I like to use prosciutto. So prosciutto gets really crispy in the oven, and it's just got this great salted, cured flavor. So I kind of like to break it up and put that as the base right on top of my cheese. I like to put all my toppings on top of the cheese so that they don't get soggy. By putting them under the cheese, you risk the toppings getting soggy, and I like them a little bit crisp because I like that texture. So I'm going to put on my prosciutto. And if you happen to gain a couple pounds of water weight, this is why. The prosciutto is very salty, but it's so worth it. Now, one veggie that you might not expect to be good on a pizza is actually carrots. When you put the carrots in the oven, they just cook and get nice and soft, but they still have that kind of sweet flavor that is just so good with the mozzarella cheese. So I like to just kind of have the baby carrots like so. If they're really thick, you can kind of quarter them. And I sort of arrange them so that they look pretty. Because again, you eat with your eyes before you eat with your mouth. Confucius said that, I believe. So there, I've got my carrots. And I am a huge fan of mixing salty and sweet flavors together. This was actually something I stumbled upon when I was at, I think I was at a restaurant in downtown Covington, and they had put dried cranberries on their pizza. It may sound completely weird and gross, like the people who put pineapple on their pizza, but this I happen to absolutely love. It gives it a little bit of a tartness, a little bit of a sweetness. So I like to put dried cranberries on my pizza. I also find that if you're going to do that, some cumin and some paprika help to temper the sweetness and add just, again, some really lovely rich flavors. So I'm going to put a little bit of cumin. I'm going to put a little bit of paprika because, again, paprika has that nice sort of chili flavor without the heat. And now I'm going to top it off with some kale. because when you put the kale in the oven, it's gonna dry out and get crispy, almost like a potato chip or a kale chip. And again, it's all about layering not just flavors and colors, but textures. So I'm gonna break the kale up. And plus, it's super healthy. I mean, look at all the veggies and fruits that we have on this little pizza. And again, this is something that you can throw together in literally 10 minutes. Now, to help the kale get crispy, I'm just gonna drizzle a little olive oil on top, like so. And then I'm going to add a little bit of extra cheese, because why the hell not? So this is a blend of the Asiago cheese from our episode on the Asiago cheese bread. And I'm just gonna ever so lightly drizzle like that. And that is my pizza. So now I'm gonna put it in the oven at 450 on convection bake for about 10-12 minutes until it's nice and crispy. Oh, here's the finished product. Look at the crispy kale, and you can kind of see the roasted carrots and the cheese. And oh, it smells so good. If only Emeril Lagasse had perfected that smell-o-vision while he had the chance. But let's go ahead and cut into it. I don't know if you can hear that crunch. Whoops. But let's go ahead and turn it, and whatever falls off you can just put right back on. Got one of those cranberries. I have one more cut. Let's just take a look at one of these. See the kale and the prosciutto and put some of those dried cranberries back on. This is legit one of my favorite pizza combinations. So let's give it a try. Hot. Oh man, is that good. Messy, but good. Well, I hope you feel inspired to get some cauliflower pizza crusts and be creative with the toppings. It's a fun, quick, easy dinner for the whole family. And I hope you will like my Facebook page, Steph's Test Kitchen, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Steph's Test Kitchen, and stay up to date on all our new test kitchen recipes premiering every weekend. Thanks for watching.